lucky I checked that. For some reason, OBS, every time I click live stream, is turning my mic off. The last live stream I done had no mic for the whole lot, so we are live with sound. I've got this 6 Plus here. It won't stay on for more than 30 seconds. So let me just bring this up and we'll change this to ZXW. Okay, hopefully we'll change it to ZXW. Where are we? Okay, we won't change it to ZXW. Let's try that now. There we go. Okay, you can see the dot in the bottom right hand corner. If I hover over that, you'll see it's a filter and it is SWI battery connection, and it's connected to the middle of the battery connector here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but at the top of the screen it's got a large red bar. That's where you connect the battery. I've tested the filter. So I click on this one here, and it was like partially short. It would give a false sort of reading across it. So we changed that, and it actually reads properly now. So, but that didn't bring it back. So I was like, why is this device turning off? So I thought I'd do a live stream because you never know, we might come across the fault. My first port of call is up here. Now that line directly connects to Tigris. And my first thought was, well, if this filter was bad, maybe somehow voltage got passed through the data line into the filter and into Tigris, and maybe that's why it's dead. Maybe Tigris is dead. It came to me after they flashed it, so even if I could get it to stay on long enough, I'm not going to be able to do any tests on it, you know, any error logs or anything like that. The notes, wrong notes. So I haven't even got any history. Booked in for inspection, phone boot loops, that's the initial fault. Tried new screen and battery, still boot loops. Managed to keep power in the phone long enough to hit recovery mode, but needs flashing. Tried to flash it, no luck. Board failure, possible NAND. No fix. Okay, so now it's here. I could understand why they might have thought it was the NAND. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. Right, let's have a look under the microscope. Bring this back over. Oh dear. Okay, so we need light. One camera likes light, the other one doesn't. Okay, let's zoom in. Right, we can see at the bottom here. You see that on there? That's the filter. So before, if I show you now, I was hoping it would just be that filter. I mean, there's not a lot on this data line itself. And then it goes under a chip, so I can't really test anything other than removing the chip. You can hear that is a solid beep. That's what you'd expect from a filter. When we originally put this on, it was and it was giving me partial readings, so there was something definitely wrong. So I had a quick look at the phone, and I noticed that we have this Megatech power cell. Clearly a quality battery. This isn't one of ours, and it hasn't come from one of our shops, and to be quite honest, I've never even heard of Megatech. Megatech. Of course, it's got the word mega in, so that makes it amazing. Everybody knows that. Explaining this to Isaac earlier, that anything with mega in is automatically awesome. But maybe not in this case. I think what's happened, possibly, just putting it out there, that this person's done a Megatech battery change and possibly put power into the data line. I could be wrong, just a hypothesis. So, to get on with it, we're going to change Tigris. I'm going to have a look at Tigris first. See if there's any caps around the outside. I'm guessing if you put 3 volts through that line, it would mess that chip up big style. No, none of the caps there look bad to me. I'll do a quick line test on them just to make sure. Where are we at? Let's get you on. Okay. Right, this all seems to be behaving as it should. I'm going to clean this up, we'll get some flux on it. Check the orientation, we're down there. I suppose I should check if I've even got that in. Hopefully. Yeah, got 1 or 2. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, let's have a look at Facebook. Bring that back up. Got all the viewers, look at that. That's good. Probably not best to change the nozzle while it's on, but I'm a professional. Okay, I'm just going to heat the board up a little bit. Then we're going to remove the chip, pop the other one on, and hopefully it's just a blown Tigris. Now the other issue we could have is that it could have taken out TriStar. So if TriStar's bad, you could end up taking this out, it working, and then TriStar kills this again. And then I'll have to replace both of them. It's pretty rare, but it can happen. Okay, heatsink. Wait for it all to go loads then. Get a bit closer. or bad lift. All those balls look pretty even. Swap some of that out for leaded. Make the chip go on a little bit easier. Blow these tweezers up. Okay, that's all punched down. Let it cool down, clean it up, more flux, new chip, and it's going to work. Yes. Depending on the time, I might do another stream. Cut into a Wi-Fi chip on the last stream we did and thought we'd found the fault, but it looks like it was just the gate to the fault. So now we're going to have to inject voltage onto the opposite side of the gate and see if we can find the true offender. Okay, new flux. Oh, it's got a bit of glue up the end. Okay. Okay, didn't like the way that just moved then. Shit. Sit down. Okay, that's not right. There we go. Camera. Okay, I'm not entirely convinced with that. We might have to do that again. Luke Barninger. Luke Barninger. Check whether these screens on YouTube. Looks like they're both are. I don't know how long that's been on silent for, but I'm pretty sure I started this stream talking about that thing going on to silent.
Sometimes do that, so it doesn't come up.
Which is pretty annoying.
Yeah, I know I'm not IT conscious, but it's driving me nuts. Can I leave it with you to sort?
Yeah, no problem.
But you saw what's happening.
Yeah.
It seems to me that it's all one character.
Out of place. Yeah, I can.
Right.
Being under a warranty for now, as it was a screen replaced.
Yeah, it was with the cracked screen. It was working perfectly. I'm sorry to be difficult.
No, it's fine. It's all here.
Yeah, you want to hear to do the job, get the money, and get on to the next job. Not have me keep coming back in.
We're here to help.
You are very helpful.
Okay, it looks like it's still doing the same.
Are you an apprentice?
Yeah. I am, yes.
Okay, so God knows how long this has been without sound. It must be a hotkey I'm pressing or something.
Well, there's always something new to learn.
The trouble is, when we had a friend of mine was top of IT, amazing company, champion worldwide, but we did
See if that prompts it to boot. For a second.
When we got out, he got me a new computer system, put it in. I said, oh, now in the 21st century, he said, yeah,
Right.
about
See if it makes it past 30.
Sounds like a threat.
Giant countdown clock.
3 meters by 2 meters on the wall. So that they looked at everything.
I don't think it's going to make it past it. Call it 32. 31. Okay, this is going to take a bit of research. Thought it was going to be something simple, so to go over what we've done is we've changed the filter on the SWI line. I thought that could have possibly led on to TriStar and Tigris, so we changed TriStar and Tigris, and it's still behaving in the same way. I suppose one.
We can sell you software to solve it.
Yeah.
There's no actual software on there, it's just them stopping.
Okay, let's just do a few line checks around each of these chips, and then after that I'm going to have to admit defeat and do a bit of research.
Anyway, you've got all my details.
Yeah.
I'll probably give you a look tomorrow afternoon.
Because it's not even staying on in DFU mode.
If not, it could be that we got a faulty screen, which means we might have to order enough money.
Well, then I can take it back, can't I? And then
Yeah, and then the screen arrives, you can bring it in and do it again.
I noticed the other one used to touch very lightly. This one won't. I even tried to it's my finger tried first thing I could use. Because I seem to
Okay,
get
13.
digit down.
Control biomes.
Nice that.
It must be so frustrating.
It can be, yeah.
I suppose what doesn't help, you're busy trying to solve a problem. He comes around and says, oh, I didn't try this, and it does it.
Yeah, James has been on this a lot longer than I have, so it's only to be expected that what I find difficult is child's later.
I know my son was, when he was at university, had a problem, he didn't cable engineer, doesn't he? And he had this problem trying to work it out.
That line could be high.
And his friend said,
Nothing crazy though.
and he'd been all morning on this, and his friend he says, oh, I've got to sort this out. He says, let me have a look, he said. He did it on the doorpost. James said, dude, you could have made it look difficult. Anyway, thank you, Isaac.
No problem.
Okay, let's try around Yeah, I'd just order a new screen with that one, mate. Is it the 5 Lumia?
Yeah, the 520.
Yeah, sometimes they're bad. Okay, so 1.3. That could be our bad line. I mean, these two mofos are touching. That's probably me. Okay. Could have probably just done this at the start. 13, so that's going to be the same line. Definitely going to set this up in front of me when I'm doing the next bench. Give me neck ache. In fact, I can look up there, can't I? Okay. Oh, that's started to settle now. Okay, 1648. That's another high line. $7.40. Okay, that's odd. That is different. Okay, so we've got a few things to check out. So 2000. Okay, open line and looks like a short there. No, my dodgy measuring. Yeah. Alright. Let's get the ZXW up. Let's have a look around there. Ground. PP5. Where do you go to PP5? We're on the other side. There we go. Check around here. I don't think PP5 is supposed to be 13. So let's have a look. Looks like a partial short, maybe. I'm looking at the wrong one. So it looks like that's delivering voltage to... Surely that's an output then. There's 3 caps. That might explain why that's high on one side and not on the other, because they are 2 separate lines. Okay. Well, they're not on this board. $13 or $5. Okay. It's a reverse gate. Let's have a look if the reverse gate is as high. No. So the reverse gate comes in here, and the next one comes out of here, so let's go up. Six. So yeah, it's that line. Why are you so high, line? $13.8. By 4. So what's on that line? So we've got the reverse gate. I'm going to have to have a look on the schematics. I think that's it. Think about, there's a few more down here. So it's outside. Okay, that's strange. Okay, so that's high. It's open line. That's open line. That's open line. And that, so that goes from there. Codec to H phone. Okay, so it's just like localized on there. I have to have a look at the schematics to see what that line is. Okay. Just opening Blackfish. Let's get this over here. We're going to have a quick look at ZXW. PP5 V0. Okay, so that's gone quiet again. I'm going to look at my hotkeys. I need to know what's muting that. Hotkeys, where's mute? Main. Enter. Well, that's retarded, isn't it? My God, no wonder it's been so. Oh well, okay, apply. Problem solved, let's see, enter. Hopefully I just did that then, I don't know. That's quite demoralising really, because that's the last couple of streams that have been ruined, and it's me just going, not good for anyone. Okay, PP5V0 USB. TriStar, Tigress and Vibe driver, account, not found. Okay, let's come in and go. That's a no stuff. ADI PMU. Okay, let's just move on. I don't think that is our problem. Okay, C1408. Okay, so we've got 0 and 1470. Okay, so that is our in to Tigress. So we now know that's an in, I think. Q1701, I think that's next to TriStar. Sorry, I think that's next to TriStar. Q1 701. Q1 701. Oh no, it's that one. Okay, so where do you go from there? You go to resistor and ground. PP TriStar pin. Okay, so let's have a look on this side. PP TriStar pin. Just trying to work out which way this is flowing. It looks like it's going out, but something tells me that's an output, not an input. So the PP TriStar triggers this, and then I don't know. Let's see where else. Right, dock flex. Okay, so we've got either side, by the looks of it, is PP 50. Then we've got the USB V bus. C1834, C1834. 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 Okay, so that's the out there. And that's C1833, C1833, C18. C1833, C1833, that doesn't exist. C1833. Definitely does, it's on the schematics. C1833. Ah, so now you exist. So is this an in and an out? Okay, these two pins here. On a brain fart here. C1812, 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 C1813. 1817. Seems a bit different. 1817, no, that's the cap, so that cap to there, to there, to there, and then to the filter. Let's continue to the power test point. Not found. Okay, let's have another look at these. And then I think I'm going to call it quits on this one because I hate spending too much time on the same job. I mean, there might be nothing wrong with that. I have seen power lines that high. It doesn't tell me how high that's supposed to be. Oh, that's a shame. Just another quick check on the other side here. So I don't know why that would be on the same line on the schematics and then the open line. Oh, it's not now. I wasn't measuring it properly. Okay. Okay, so what were the other candidates that we were looking at? There was someone around here, wasn't it? Okay, 0, 3.8. I thought there was something around it. Probably just bad measuring again. Oh well, I don't know. It's going to take a little bit more research. Just knocked a bit of the camera off there. That's disappointing. Okay, so we'll end that stream there. Rather than me continually to hunt, I'm going to move on to the next one. And come back to this one, do a bit of research. Ask about in the forums, because I don't know. As always, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, hit the like button on our page. If you need any work done, you can go to our site, www.ukmicrosoldering.co.uk, and I'll do an update on this. I'll either do an update in the write-up, or I'll do a follow-up video and try and put this one to bed and try and find out why it won't stay on for more than 30 seconds. My suspicions, maybe PWM is caused an issue, but without the history of it, we're just guessing. I can't see any damage. Oh my god, excuse me, sorry. On that note, let's call it a day. I might be back, while we're talking 3 o'clock, I might be back to do that. I might just record it as a video and do it as a speed video. But as always, thanks for watching if you made it this far, and we'll see you again.